Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant video, and this one is going to be this rant is going to be about this woman you see on the camera, where she actually ends up incriminating herself because this is disgusting, honestly. So one thing you know, she has like a bag of chips. Yeah, she's trying the chips. You know, she didn't eat before when she started eating it before she even bought it. And that's not the worst part. She spits the food out and then she staples it together and puts it back into the shelf. Like, oh my goodness. And not only that, she has her friend recording. So either obviously this mom is definitely a clout chaser, and people who do that will do it in it will have no problem doing it in the most negative way. And this is very similar to a situation, a particular story, where there are people that are doing that ice cream challenge where they would lick the top. They would open the lid of the ice cream, and they would lick the top of the ice cream. Then they would put it back. When and after tasting the ice cream, they put the lid back and back into the freezer. It's also one I do notice is that, and not only that, because when people were doing that trend, there was another where a guy, I think he was drinking like a mouthwash. He opens the lid of the mouthwash, he drinks it, and then closes the mouthwash and puts it back right to the shelf, similar to what this woman is, but she's actually more disgusting because she does this several times. And then there's several clips of her in the grocery store doing it. Like, these people don't seem to really care if they're contaminating food, contaminating product, because people who are willing to buy, they're definitely gonna want to protest. Obviously, they're gonna regret buying from whoever is working there. I'm not too sure. So I'm sure you can look at the inside of the store, but I don't know if people are familiar. The people who live there at a local area who might be familiar with the store, they can obviously leave a complaint as well. They may not take a chance of shopping here because of what we see in this video. And clearly his mother has no shame. She's videotaping it. And not only that, I remember she found a pack of wipes, ends up opening that up, uses it to wipe her dirty hands, her mouth, and then not only after using the wipe, she closes it and puts it back in the shelf. And honestly, like, she is so deluded right now because she thinks she's not gonna get caught. You're letting everyone know that you will eventually get caught sooner or later. So, and people who do this are literally a waste of life, in my opinion. Seriously. You know, this is just as bad as people demolishing, vandalizing stores, especially if you're contaminating food, especially with right now. For people who like chips now, it's like people are gonna like have second thoughts whether they should buy chips or not when going to the grocery store. Just like how the people who are like putting their tongues on the ice cream, especially on at the top of the ice cream after opening it and then putting it back. Now people are having second thoughts whether they should buy ice cream or not, but it may not be worth it because although the food is junk, now they're making the food look even more nastier because the people who like plague the food, who touch it, because when it comes to food, I do not like to waste food. When I eat my food, it has to be fresh. And I mean, yeah, people use their hands, but it has to be well made, handmade, but like by professionals, people who know what they're doing, unlike this lady. And I do know she did get confronted by and I'm not, and although I personally I am against snitching, I do not like support snitches at all. Shit, apparently there was a customer that caught her in the act with videotaping. Besides this guy, besides the person recording her that you see in the clip, it was somebody else confronting her, telling her though that like the stuff that she's been touching, that if he's asking if are you planning to pay for it, because when he did notice that she was clearly most likely either trying to steal, because she clearly did steal, because she did take stuff out of the product and then did put it back, because it is stealing concern because she was using it before she bought it and then put it back. So she just wasted, yeah, she just used somebody else's product without their permission, without having to pay. And I think that's why the guy even got involved, because he realized that if she's not using it, if she's gonna use something, she has to at least pay for it. And that in her, and she's claimed, and then when she does get in front of her response that it's none of his business why he's even following her in the first place. Well, at the same time, she's a cocky, nasty bitch. So I don't have respect for this snitches. I don't have respect for her, because it sucks, especially when you have people like her like make it harder for other customers. Because if you're gonna use something, you should at least pay for it, which she clearly didn't do. Because that means you don't care about the people around you. You can affect the people that are working there, especially customers. And then not only that, she could frame somebody else for it also. She could claim that it was either possibly one of the employees that were working there, especially when obviously they had nothing to do with it. And this could lead to a lot of controversy, and it could lead to like the health inspector. It could lead to investigation by the police and find out who really did it. And then obviously she will get caught for sure, because sure, there was already footage of what's going on. And she's gonna thank her sorry ass for that. So, and whatever happens to her, whole karma will most likely catch up to her, because this is unforgivable. Like, this is inexcusable. Anybody who does that, like, who contaminates food, I don't have respect for them, because especially if I shop in my local area, I don't want to see that all, because I might possibly go aggro on that person, because I want to buy fresh items that hasn't been used, and so that I feel safe. And again, I hope you guys like my video and expect more commentary, and eventually I'll be doing more skits, Yu-Gi-Oh content. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.